Self-build top tips, planning. So planning is obviously, you've probably heard of it. It's a very long-winded process. It is always important to try and get someone who is very familiar with the planning requirements in the area that you're planning to build. That doesn't necessarily mean you have to employ an architect from in the local area. Sometimes you can get planning advisors who help the architect and your team to devise the best way to submit a planning application. And some planning authorities still do pre-application advice as well. So you get to an understanding of what sort of things you can put in for planning and understand what sort of level, because you don't want to keep on going through that process of putting a planning in and getting rejected. And so you just want to make sure that self-builds will get some objections. It's that theory of not in my backyard. A lot of sort of neighbors do try and kick up a fuss, but more often than not, most self-builds will go through if you've done that planning advice to the stage properly. So make sure you do that. So because planning is a long-winded process, and as long as you do it correctly, the pre-applications and all that jazz, it's normally a lot easier. So best people to speak to on that one would be either your architect if he's local. If he's not local, sometimes they can find a planning consultant or another sort of or approach an architect in the local area to help your other architect just to help with the planning. Hope you found that tip useful. If you have, got loads more on our website at webuildacademy.com, and webuildacademy.com is a great place for you to go to pick up some great resources. Also, we've put together a starter pack for anybody who is thinking about starting self-build, and we also issue out a podcast every Tuesday, which is on YouTube and on all the sort of iTunes, Spotify, etc. So don't forget to check that out, and also there's loads more of these tips there as well. So thank you for your time.
webuildacademy.com for more great tools and information to help you build your dream home.